Peace and love.
Councilmember, how are you?
I'm great. I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. Good to see you this afternoon.
Yeah, I want to thank everyone who joined in today. Um, Even at this for quite some time. I see we also joined by Director Delano Hunter for DGS and his team. Um, I know we have a presentation today. I think it's very important that we continue this dialogue. It has been helpful for some of the smaller companies. I wouldn't even call them smaller companies. Some companies have decent size, are still growing. Um, they be able to participate in the economic growth in the district. And then this also gives people opportunity to work through some of the issues they may have while on a project or with the government. And so we've been at this for a while. So we have a number of people joining today. We look forward to the dialogue. Um, I know we have some presenters today. I see Omar Kareem from Banneker Ventures. So I look forward to hearing from the great things he's doing and how others on this here can participate today. Um, I know we're trying to wait for people to join in, but I just wanted to welcome everyone to the call. Look forward to the dialogue. And if you got any questions for me, I'll be here.
Afternoon, Council.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon, Director Hunter. And the Director Hunter's contracting Chief Procurement Officer, Mr. Lewis. Or Director Lewis.
Brother Kareem, how are you?
I'm amazing. How are you, sir?
Good, sir. Good.
And Don, if we can go ahead and get started, man. For those who have came on time, we not realize them. Those who join in can join in. Um, and is Omar the only presenter for today? Looking to line up.
Yes, Banneker Ventures is our presenter for today, and then I'd like to get a couple of words in from Mr. Lewis also.
Okay. Um.
So yeah, we can give me 1 second. We get on started. All right. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. We're gonna go ahead and get started. We have Omar Kareem from Banneker Ventures joining us this afternoon. How you doing, Omar?
I'm well, brother. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm all right. We were trying to get you in the mix for a minute, man. Glad to see you made it today.
Yes, sir. It's good to be here.
Absolutely. So what we typically do is just get a sense of the projects you all been working on in the ward. We know the Clear is the one that we know of for sure. I'm pretty sure that project is bought out. It's almost done. But if you could talk about just give us a brief overview of the project, what the value of the project was in trades, if it's any DC government funding been given to the project, just all a brief overview of the numbers and the opportunities that went on with that project, and then give us a brief overview. And if you get any numbers of Ward 8 residents that was employed or Ward 8 companies that was involved in the project, please do share. And then this project is almost bought out, but if there are any other opportunities for any trades to do any work there,
And the projects and down.
What's that?
Have a few other projects coming up as well. Berry Farm, Congress Heights. So if you can speak to that, that'll be helpful as well.
Right. And then in addition to that project, if there's any anything going on in the future that might present an opportunity for a company during the life of the building, please let us know. And then from there, please do inform us about any other projects going on in the ward, how folks can get connected with the GC, who the GCs are, and how to get bids for trade, bids for working. And you have the floor.
Fantastic. Well, thank you all so much for inviting us this afternoon. It's always great to see the councilman, and I appreciate your leadership, sir, as well as the amazing folks over at DGS and all of the other Ward 8 businesses. I thought we would talk about kind of a couple of things. Two recent projects that one project that we've 100% completed, which is Sycamore Oak over on St. Elizabeth campus. And then another project, the Clare on Martin Luther King Jr. Avenue, where we're about 95% complete there. The Sycamore Oak project, I'm super excited to share. We finished that project earlier this year. It was the largest commercial mass timber project in the District of Columbia, and we had a lot of CBE participation and a lot of Ward 8 firms on that project. We had L&L on that project, Akil Mechanical, we had HEP Construction on it, Lopez Design, iWire Communications, Seal Type Plumbing. Those are just like a number of vendors, local vendors, Ward 8 vendors, who were on that project. And from there, I know they got a lot of press. There was a lot of media attention around that project. And so a lot of awards. It was an award-winning project as well. So I've seen a number of people post on LinkedIn and other things like that. So super excited to have gotten some of those firms involved on that project. This other project, the Clare on Martin Luther King Jr., and that project was it was about $7.4 million in subcontractor work there, where Banneker was the general contractor. On the Clare on Martin Luther King Jr. Avenue, Hamill was the general contractor. The contract was about $24 million on that project. We've had, I know LA Howard did the concrete on that project. So that was I want to say that was the largest contract outside of the wood framing. iWire did all of the low voltage and electrical work on that. So that was a multi-million-dollar contract. HEP did all of or is finishing up all of the retail work on that. Akil Mechanical, they're a local Black-owned firm as well. They did all of the mechanical work on that contract. Peppermint Paint painted the project. So those were a number of firms that we were really excited, and a lot of local jobs that were created on that project. I think we really built the capacity, and fortunately for us, we're the owner of that project. So we looked at it from 2018 when we got involved, and what we said was that that was our largest project that we have been involved in to date, and as either co-general contractor or developer, and we've been building and working with these firms over, at that point, about a 6 or 7 year period. And the goal was to take folks that were doing $100,000, $200,000 worth of work, get them to $500,000 or $1 million, $1.5 million contract. So I know Akil Mechanical, that was the largest contract they have been awarded. iWire, that was the largest contract they've got awarded. Peppermint, that was a pretty large contract for them, which is a couple $100,000. I think Lazarick and LA Howard, they do big work, but it was millions of dollars. I want to say it was 4 million, but I might be totally wrong, in a contract to them. So, and the goal is then to take them from doing an 81 unit project, which the Clara was, and then get them involved in a 181 unit project, which our project in Congress Park is 180 units. We call it the Roll-Arc at Congress Heights Metro Station. And the goal is to really graduate people to be able to do larger projects like that. That project is still going through the design phase, and we hope that sometime in 2025, we could break ground on that. And the contract value is probably going to be somewhere north of $50 million. And our hope is that we can get a ton of Ward 8 and local DC small businesses involved in all different type of aspects on the construction side. We don't manage Sycamore Oak, so we're not involved in that, but we are going to have some influence on the management of the Clara. We have one water company already that's going to be doing the operations and maintenance and janitorial work. So we're super excited about getting them involved in that project. Would love the third project I want to talk about is Berry Farm, the infrastructure project, kind of phase 1B. We're doing sidewalk, curb, gutters, underground utilities, and the like related to that project. We have a number of local companies that's working on that. Bright Horizon is doing the landscaping. They're a local CBE firm, not just landscaping, but kind of a number of infrastructure related work. And they have a contract that's pretty sizable. We're looking at LA Howard for the concrete on that. Magnolia's working on utilities. Those are just a number of subs that's working on that. That's probably about a year and a half that we'll be out there supporting POA on the Berry Farm contract. And then I would say two other projects. One project that we have is Bethel Christian, is about a block from the Clara on Martin Luther King Jr., that 2220, where we partner with Bethel Christian Church there. We recently received HPRB approval and are doing, I would say, a boutique size. I think we're at something like 35 affordable housing units there, which we're pretty excited about. And they had the opportunity to get some more small businesses involved. And we probably are about a year and a half out, assuming that we get funding from the district. We went in for the competitive round this past fall. So that project might be, somewhere north of $10 million. And we do plan on serving as a general contractor, which is important because we could really dictate who in our community can get the work working on it. We had a Black-owned architect firm work on the Clara project. We have which is DP Partners. We have a Black-owned firm working on Bethel Christian, which is PGN Architects. And then the final project, for some people who might know, we bid on a project called Parcel 6 at St. Elizabeth earlier this fall. That's about 500 units. Not sure if we'll get awarded it, but if we do get awarded, there'll be significant opportunities for small CBE, large CBE firms to work with us on that project.
Hey, Freddie, can you mute that phone for me? Mute your computer.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, hold on a second. Okay.
Thank you. Sorry about that, Omar. Please.
No problem. Yep. I think that provides a nice overview. And as we complete the Clara, which we hope will be wrapped up maybe sometime next month, if anybody wants to go by and meet some of the subs who worked on that project, that will be great. But I'm really happy if you go by our job sites, you'll see the guys and ladies who working on that project, from these neighborhoods. It's really inspiring to see so many folks from the city have an opportunity.
That sounds good. Omar, if somebody wanted to, and we'll open up the floor for some engagement from my businesses, some engagement, some introductions, and but if somebody wants to get in contact with you about bidding for some of this work, what's the best way to do that? And can you put that contact information or email or whatever that is in the chat, please?
I sure can. So the head of our pre-con is a DC boy by the name of Muhammad Abdul Ali. He's our vice president of pre-construction. and VP, and he's well aware, has worked in the ward for a long time, running the streets, both in the good and the bad, and then the good, thanks to many of you all on this call who put him on the right track. And I put his contact information in there. Feel free to reach out to him and schedule a meeting if you want, or talk about some of the things opportunities that we have. And some of the things that we do is not just, so we'll be working on a project and commit to hiring different folks, but we don't just hire folks on city-funded projects or projects that we go after in the ward. We work on projects throughout the city and throughout the region. And we've been very fortunate to get people involved in other projects, not just, in Ward 8, but across the region. So I'm really super excited to just be a good partner, in the city.
Thank you, Omar. And if that would conclude your overview, I want to open up the floor for any businesses to engage you at this time. Please raise your hand, and then we will.
Donna, let's see if we got any remarks from DGS Director Hunter.
Oh, Mr. Lewis, I didn't forget you, sir. I was going to bring you in on around the end, but you got it, council member. Before we go to Q&A, y'all go ahead and start raising your hands. We're gonna go down the list of you. So if you got any points of engagement, please raise your hands. What I want to try to do, Trey, was a Q&A with Banneker, with Omar first, and then do another one with DGS after the fact, if that might be a little smoother. Is that cool with you?
Yeah, but I always want to. I know the director has a lot going on, as we all do, and he has also Mr. Lewis. Yeah, I want to give them that option, so that if they already on time, I want to be able to get them the option.
Mr. Lewis, what's your time like?
Fully committed for the next 3 hours, so I'm good. I can be here for the next 3 hours. So, but I'm gonna defer to Director Hunter if he wants to say a few words.
Okay, who we got? We got somebody else from DGS on.
Director
Hunter. Okay.
How's it going?
Hey, what's up?
I just appreciate having an opportunity. I was chatting with Councilmember White about a month ago when he told me about this convening and said it's something that I should join. I had expressed the desire to continue to build relationships with CBEs and small businesses, and in particular Ward 8-based businesses. Also, I had expressed the interest in forming some direct relationships with organizations that do trades directly. So I invited Mr. Lewis, who we all know very well, our Chief Procurement Officer, our Director of Procurement, and I see a lot of familiar faces here, and I'm just here to learn. So and form relationships. I know most of the folks here, but not all. So looking forward to meeting and hearing from some new voices. And you got a dynamic presenter and Mr. Kareem. I've known him for some time, and he's doing great work, and he's a partner of ours as well. So nothing formal to say, really. I hope this is just a conversation starter or relationship introduction. So here to learn, and happy to, along with Mr. Lewis, answer any questions that you all have at the appropriate time.
Okay, cool. So if you got a minute, I'd like to get some Q&A with Mr. Kareem, and then I'd like to circle back for you just to give an overview of DGS and some of y'all priorities right now, and then also have a Q&A session with you, if that's cool.
Sounds good.
Thank you, sir. And so let's see, do we have any hands raised in the chat? Did anybody have any points of engagement for Banneker Ventures and Mr. Kareem? If so, please raise your hand now. If not, we'll go ahead and engage DGS, get an overview, and then start a Q&A there. But we do have in the chat point of contact. If you want to connect with Banneker Ventures, you have the email for Muhammad Abdul Ali right in the chat. Please cut and paste that. Does anyone else need any more information? Okay, we got a hand up from Freddie. You have the floor, Freddie. Freddie, you got a hand up on purpose? All right. So,
excuse me, Tim Donnie.
yes.
Can you hear me? How you doing?
Loud and clear. All right.
Yeah, this is Andre Moff from A&E Heating and Air Conditioning. How you been?
Hey, what's up, Dre? How you doing, man?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing good to see you, man. Good to see you. Hey, look, I don't really know what's going on here. I was cued to chime in. I'm on my way to a fundraiser. But I wanted to connect with you maybe later on, and maybe give me a summary, a recap of what's happening and how I fit in or how I can fit in, et cetera, et cetera. I didn't want to interrupt, but
no, that's fine. Just to let you know, we have a developer in the GC in Banneker Ventures.
Yeah.
Who is working on multiple projects in the war right now. So you just heard, they awarded an MEP contract. I know you do MEP. And they're looking for opportunities to connect with businesses like yourself. And then we have DGS on right now, Department of General Services, who is also interested in how they can create more opportunities for our businesses. So right now is a good time to engage them directly if you have any questions. But if not, you can always hit me, man. I got the same number. You can always call me.
Got it.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
So tonight, I was trying to get my thing off mute, but yeah, I just got a question for Omar. Omar, so down at Berry Farms, so all the infrastructure work has been given to the name of the company that you called out. There's no opportunity for any more infrastructure work.
The entire contract is infrastructure, right? So
right,
we have various different. We probably got about 7 major firms, 7 pieces of the contract that's doing the significant amount of the work, and we have bought out that contract. I think you and I talked about it about 6 months ago, and we've been bought out for some time.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Right, Freddie. And then we got LA. I see your hand up, sir. You want to go ahead?
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. I want to say thanks to Omar because he gave me an opportunity to do Claire. I reached out to him, told him I was interested in it. He directed me to the right people, and we was able to get the job. And also with Berry Farms, Muhammad reached out to me, and we were able to pick up that package as well. So I want to say thank you.
Like to hear about success. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing.
And they did a great job on the Claire project, and we all are excited to get them involved in another project in the war.
Sounds good.
Love it. We want to move out to Maryland as well, Omar.
Come on through there.
All right, thank you, sir. And I don't see any other hands up. If anybody did want to engage with Omar Banneker Ventures, now would be the time. Otherwise, you do have contact info in the chat if you'd like to get more information and follow up and get connected. At this time, since I don't see any other hands up, I want to go ahead and circle back. First of all, thank you, Omar, for presenting today. You're welcome to stay with us on the duration of the call. See how we get down if you like. But otherwise, if you had any closing remarks for your presentation, you do have the floor.
I really appreciate the opportunity to present today and to see all of the great work that you all are doing. And I'm super excited to work with our leader, our fearless leader, and the councilman. And folks have my number, so feel free to reach out if you ever need anything.
Donnie, can you try to, thank you, Omar, appreciate that. Can you try to work through to see, want to know who's on the call, what's the name of your business and what type of work do you do? Because there are a number of people on the call. If we can get to that real quickly without giving us everything about your business, just something small of who you are, what your company is. Sit down, you can walk us through that. I'm in the process of heading to the airport, so I'm not sure how long I'm gonna be on, but I want to check and see.
Okay, not a problem. Well, let's do that while we still got you on, Oman. It'd be a good segue to DGS also. Introductions are definitely in order right now. In the meanwhile, before we go to these introductions, it's somebody in the chat asking for Omar's information, but Omar did put his contact person, Muhammad Abdul Ali, and his email is right here. So if you want further information from Omar, please raise your hand and ask for exactly specifically what you're looking for. Omar, maybe if you just drop your email in the chat, maybe that'll help also. But Omar did put the point of contact in there. So right now, if we could just go down, we got a great turnout. Thank you everybody for joining in today. Actually, very good turnout. If you please want to introduce your business, what you do, and what your trade is, and then that would be good if we could just go down the list. I'm gonna call on you, and if you could chime in when I call on you, keep it to the point, that'd be great. I'm gonna start off with Alex right here. Alex, just shout out who you are, what you do, what you're interested in.
Yes, my name is Alex Waldo. I'm with National Service Contractors. I'm a Ward 8 company, CVE. Been in business over 25 years in Ward 8. And I'm advocate of hiring local. And we've been working with DGS for a long time. I see George is in the line also. He knows our company very well. We worked with him for a long time, and appreciate their business. Our business is a general contractor, and currently working with Omar and Barnaker on the Clara, which is doing a drywall and finishing work. So also we do landscaping and snow removal, which we prepare to partner with DGS for upcoming snow season. So my name is again Alex Waldo. Appreciate for the time.
Thank you, Alex. Freddie.
Yeah, Freddie with FNL. I know pretty much a lot of people on the call, George and Mr. Hunter, and I just want to say thanks, guys, for having the opportunity to work with DGS. I've been around the city for over 30 years. Know Omar, we go back a ways, and so we're in the solid waste business and site package business. So we're looking for more opportunities. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Freddie. Alpha Security.
Good afternoon. How is everyone today? I hope you're well. Alpha Security is a armed and unarmed security guard business located in Ward 8. And we do work currently in Ward 8 at many construction sites. We're also privy enough to have security guard contracts with DGS and the Department of Recs. So we are looking to continue to work in the area and look forward to new work. Thank you.
All right, thank you. And Andre, back to you. Andre, you still there? Did you want to introduce what you do and your company?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm back. I'm sorry. My name is Andre Marr. I'm the CEO and president of A&E Heating and Air Conditioning Company. We're a CBE company in the district. Do a lot of work with DGS. Know a lot of people on the call. Great to see you, Donnie, Omar. Hey, George, where my money, George Lewis? And that's just a joke. And
Omar, it's in the mail.
Glad to be here and always looking for more opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And we have, is it Chinye?
Hey, you said that right.
Oh, well, look at me. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Chiara Uka with JJPS Inc. I see a lot of familiar faces as well. Longstanding Ward 8 contractor based off of Raleigh Place. We provide demolition and abatement services. One of my neighbors is on the call. I'm not going to call her out though. We've done a lot of work with DGS, a lot of work with some of the other prominent fellow CBE general contractors in the ward. And we're looking forward to meeting new people and getting more work in the city. So again, JJPS Inc., demolition and abatement services, longstanding CBE and Ward 8 contractor, almost 20 years now. So thank you.
Thank you. Cindy.
Good afternoon. This is Cindy Athey with Precision Wall Tech. And Shanera, you should have called me out. I'm Shanera with JJPS. I'm right next door to her. We're painting and wall covering contractor, commercial painting and wall covering contractor. In Ward 8, we have an apprenticeship program and we do follow the first source law. So all is good there. And I appreciate the opportunity to meet you, Omar, and DGS. I sort of know from my general contractors. So again, this is Cindy Athey, Precision Wall Tech, a commercial painting and wall covering contractor, and we do coatings as well. Thank you.
Thank you. And then we have Dash Bailey.
Hi, good evening, everybody. My name is Shari Raskar. I am the managing member of Dash Bailey LLC. We are a District of Columbia professional services firm specializing in capacity building for small businesses, nonprofits, proposal writing. I know some of you may be pursuing some upcoming opportunities. If you need any support with your proposals or responses to the solicitation, please don't hesitate to reach out. I've included my email and phone number in the chat. Thank you.
Thank you. And we have Isaias Hedera. If I'm pronouncing that correctly. Isaias Hedera, are you there?
I'm not sure if Isaias is there, but Tadani, can you hear me? This is Neely. That's my partner.
Loud and clear.
Okay, great. So Isaias is my partner. I think he might have stepped out, but we are with Optima Contracting. We are based in DC area. We have several apartments that we constructed, but we're looking for opportunity. We focus on janitorial services, flooring, drywall, repair and maintenance. We are interested in obviously more opportunities. We have the staffing. We are looking to scale up. In addition to that, I am under construction with my restaurant coming up in April. Right now, we're going through construction for my own restaurant, and I'm excited to connect with people that are on this call. To connect and maybe have opportunity to collaborate. Thanks to Donnie for organizing this also.
Thank you. It's all council members, Jahan, myself. And then we have Frank.
Hey, thank you. You all hear me?
Loud and clear.
Oh, yes. Hey, so thank you, council member, for the platform. Almost 2 years now running. We're able to get some traction in the ward, and you're helping me grow from a small to mid-size subcontractor to a general contractor. And thank you, everyone on the call who has also seen the good in us and helping give us traction, especially in the ward where we were awarded a Anacostia Rec Center as a builder, and we've hired, we've tried to hire as many of you all as we have met earlier. We're about 70% CBE, DVE on Anacostia Rec Center, and we have some other exciting awards to announce, and we're due our Monday speech to to announce those projects, not to take anything away from Omar, and I'm thankful to learn about him and his accomplishments, and look forward to working with him as well if he ever just needs help or a suggestion or whatever. Perhaps we can collaborate together, and I just remain very thankful. And that's it. Yeah, we're right there in Ward 8. So thank you.
All right, thank you, Frank. And please do connect with Mona if you want to make a presentation for the Monday. Be happy to hear what opportunities you got. I got an iPhone 92. If you want to rename that.
Hey, Tadani, this is Rodriguez Norman. That mine don't say that, do it?
I don't know who says it, but you can go ahead.
How everybody doing, y'all? My name is Rodriguez Norman, man. Go by Rodney. I'm the owner of Versa Traffic Management Group, man. So we do basically traffic control in Ward 8, and we also train individuals in this area. We have added a little spin to it, man, when we target the highest risk individuals in Washington, D.C. to try to alleviate violence. So, we go around different neighborhoods and basically train individuals to be traffic control certified, with flaggers trained, and also forklift trained, along with OSHA trained. So we're looking to partner with individuals and companies to get people employed, along with, getting some traffic control services. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. And hey, Jahar, I was gonna skip you and then get you in. But did you wanna jump in now? All right, so just let me know when you're ready. But Jahar is a co-moderator with me here, co-founded CARE, and we started working on this with developers, with trying to hold developers and GCs accountable in awards some years ago, and try to hold the city accountable to make sure that we get some economic prosperity for all this economic development that's going on. So you all probably know Jahar already. Next we have hey Jerry. Hey Jerry.
Hey Tandani.
What's happening, Captain?
I'm good. I'm up.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I'm Jerry Simmons, owner of Upscale Quality. I just want to thank a lot of people in this chat for, chiming in and helping me along the way with, with my business and helping me grow my capacity of my business. Brothers like Omar. I participated on Sycamore and Oak. I didn't get the direct contract. But I work with IY Solutions on that, and also Claire on MLK, and a number of other, contractors in this chat. I just want to thank you guys, and hope to continue to, grow our relationship.
Okay, and if you could tell us what you do.
Oh, I'm an electrical contractor.
Thank you, sir. And Kizzy.
Hi, how you doing? This is Kizzy. I'm the owner of T&G Commercial Cleaning. We provide facility maintenance throughout the city, which is mostly janitorial, landscaping, pest control, and other services to maintain a commercial property. I guess I'm one of the oddballs on the call because I am not in Ward 8. We're located in Ward 5, the other forgotten ward. But we would love to do business more in the city. We've been in business for 20 years, providing services. And so these calls have been great. I have not been on every week, but I try to jump in. And I appreciate what you all are doing because it is important for us local businesses to take advantage of these opportunities that are in our city and in throughout the city. So thank you for having this call.
And thank you for joining us. LA.
Okay, I'm here. I want to thank CARE for giving me the opportunity to be a part of this meeting. I'm not a Ward 8 business, not until February. I will be moving over on Elm Street, and I'll be a Ward 8 business then. But you all reached out, gave me the opportunity to be a part of these meetings, and I really want to say thank you for that. I am a structural concrete company, and we've been doing business in the city for 31 years. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Glad to be of service. And Michael Hadley.
Yes, hello everybody. I'm just a fly on the wall today. Just here to see, how it really is done in the industry, and I'm just honored to be on this call, just to see all the faces in high places and powerful positions that are allowing the city to come together and work as a unit, because with unity there's strength, and that's what we need in a country that seems to be so divided at this time. So I'm just a fly on the wall. Pleasure to be here, learning from you all. Thank you.
Thanks for joining us. And Raphael, I know Frank already spoke, but did you get a turn too if you like.
Well, thank you. Well, team, my boss already explained everything. We're interested in Ward 8 opportunities, basically. For CCC, Caramonte.
All right. And then Randy.
Hey, good evening, Tim Downey. How you doing?
Hey, Randy, I'm good, and you?
Man, not too bad. First, I just want to thank yourself, CARE, Jahar, our council member, Mr. White, for holding these. You guys do a lot of heavy lifting, and oftentimes it's a thankless job, and we know that, but man, we appreciate you guys, and I'm sure I'll say this for everyone on the call, man. Thank you, and we really appreciate it. And my name is Randy Stoddard from Moxie Miscellaneous Metals. We fabricate and install structural steel and miscellaneous metals. We're Ward 8 based firm. We're yet to have the opportunity to work with Banneker. We have submitted a few bids, but we look forward for the opportunity in the future to work with those guys. And thanks to all the DGS reps that's on the call as well.
Thank you, Randy. And we have a Ty fam, Caramonte.
Good evening. My name is Ty Pham. I'm with the Caramonte. It's my honor to be here with very famous from Mr. Trayon West leader, Mr. Lewis and Mr. Hunter. My pleasure to be here, and we're proud to be a Ward 8 firm company. And we're looking for more work to do to serve the community. Thank you.
Thank you. And then Carl Roberts. Carl Roberts. All right, Carl. Are you there? Going once, going twice. Thank you all for being present and introducing yourselves. Back to DGS, Mr. Hunter and Mr. Lewis. I wanted to circle back to y'all to get an overview, but as you see, we got a bunch of businesses in the ward and around the ward that are interested in getting more opportunity on construction projects. This is your first meeting with us. So I will let you know, over the years, it's been a challenge for us on a grassroots and then, as businesses to get involved in a lot of these development projects. And that's what inspired us to start this. And before we really got into the business of dealing with the businesses, CARE was actually started to really represent residents and to help residents that were getting displaced by the development. So, you know, one of the big projects that was the catalyst for starting CARE was Berry Farm project, in which not only, you know, businesses need, you know, work from those trades, but, you know, the residents was getting displaced as well. So that kind of was our catalyst to get started and starting representing community members and longtime DC residents who would be displaced by development because they could no longer afford to really live, or, you know, they would be displaced by having to move out. And then, you know, naturally we started intersecting with businesses who had similar issues, you know, potentially could be displaced as a business because they're not getting work, even though they've been in the community for a long time and they have the capabilities. So, you know, CARE has just been an organization to, you know, kind of step up for the underdog. And then, you know, us, you know, having relationships with the council member for years, you know, in our interest, you know, supporting him and making sure that, you know, our ward is, you know, a part of this economic development is really the inspiration and catalyst behind everything that we've been doing. So it's good to have you all hear from DGS today and reaching out and connecting and getting in the mix with us. So thanks for being here. And if you all want to introduce yourself and just give us a brief overview of what your agency does and how people can get involved, and then just do a little bit of Q&A, that would be great.
Sure. Again, I just want to thank you for inviting me and want to commend you, the council member, and Jahar for this convening. I've been familiar with it for some time, so it's good to actually now officially be a part of it. And I'm joined by our Chief Procurement Officer, George Lewis, who I'll hand it to shortly to field any questions and certainly make any remarks. I'm here just in the spirit of networking and getting a chance to know the businesses that are here on this call. I know some, but not all. And in some cases, it's good to put faces and voices with names. When I began this role close to 7 months ago, and I got a chance to meet with the mayor directly, Mayor Bowser, I asked her, what does success look like? And she talked about delivery of Ward 7 and 8 projects, you know, that are being evidenced by some of the things like what Frank Caramonte and Caramonte Construction are doing. And then also she talked about helping CBE and small businesses to grow, right? Because one thing I recognize at DGS, there's a duality to the work we do, right? First and foremost, we are charged with building, maintaining, and sustaining the District of Columbia's real estate portfolio. And it's growing seemingly by the minute, close to 45 million square feet, 846 properties, and it seems to grow by the day. But also the second part of our role, we recognize that we're economic drivers in the city. And when folks like the businesses that are represented on this Zoom call have an opportunity to participate in business, it has a ripple effect on the community because you hire folks from the community, those dollars continue to circulate within our community, and it's just a win-win all the way around. So just by the numbers, to give you a sense of DGS's impact, and I say this not to brag, I say this just to state what it is, and then to start the conversation about how we can do more. Just by the numbers, DGS is the largest CBE. We have the greatest CBE spend amongst all district agencies. Of the $1 billion goal, DGS is responsible for $368 million, as it should be, given the outsized role we play in construction and maintenance and security services and the like. And just by the numbers, last fiscal year in FY23, there were 191 CBE firms that were awarded contracts, 191. And 647 contracts total. So let me rephrase that. 647 contracts were awarded to 191 CBE firms. And that accounts for 85% of the contracts that we award are provided to CBEs. And a lot of that is due to the commitment of this team and really the leadership of CPO Lewis, and Mr. Lewis, or George, as you all know him, you'll hear from in a minute. He was the architect amongst reserving many of the opportunities, even our capital projects up to 15 million for CBEs. He was the architect behind that growth. So again, 647 contracts to 191 CBE firms, $368 million, which account for 85% of our total contract awards. The one thing I will say is that the landscape continues to grow more and more competitive by the day. There were over 1,500 solicitations that we've conducted each year. So that's just a little bit about it. But again, we're here in the spirit of not just saying, hey, look at what we've done. We're trying to figure out how we can form deeper relationships and what more can we do. One of the ideas that I talked about with Mr. Lewis was, hey, how do we go about having direct relationships with CBEs that specialize in trades, right? Very interested, when I say trades, I'm very interested in plumbing companies, very interested in HVAC companies like Mr. Mars, very interested and electricians and the like, folks that specialize in trades, so we can form some direct relationships to help out with closing out work orders and doing some of the work that we do. So I've said a mouthful, I've said a lot. That's just a bit about the agency and why we're here. And again, just want to happy to be a part of this convening, and hopefully I'm invited again in the future. Now, hand it over now to George.
Thank you, Director. Good afternoon, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Mostly what I'm interested in is trying to get to Director Hunter's point. We're trying to figure out how do we have more engagement with smaller companies. We've had some success dealing with the larger companies, but really the mom and pop in Ward 8 and 7, we're looking to see how we can have that sort of direct engagement. So Don, we need your help with that, and the council member with that as well. Identify companies that we could actually reach out to find a way to at least to do business with them. So that's the idea we have currently. How do we work through that? So we reached out to you guys offline to get those list of companies that you're aware of in Ward 7 and 8, especially Ward 8, to try to figure out how do we engage in with plumbing, HVAC, electrical, small contracts, really. So we know there's issues with bonding, so we're going to make sure it's not projects that need bonding per se. So we're going to work through that issue, and we'll work through with insurance as well. So it's just, we're happy that you guys invited us over, and we're looking forward to working to you in the future. So thank you. And I'm open for questions. So.
Thank you, and we'll be sure to be engaged. Do you have any suggestion for businesses that want to do business with DGS and how to get started doing business with DGS?
I think the first thing is just reach out to me. It's george.lewis@dc.gov. We'll schedule a meeting for you to come in. You can do it over the phone, or we can do it in person. We're here on Minnesota Avenue in downtown Ward 7. So we'd be glad to have people come through to the office. So we're pretty much on Minnesota and Benning Road. So it's no problem for you to reach out, and then I'll schedule a time for us to meet. So it's george.lewis@dc.gov. That's the best way to reach me.
Okay, y'all. So that's george.lewis.
I'll drop it in the chat.
Yeah, I just did it for you, sir.
Oh, perfect. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah. So that's george.lewis@dc.gov.
Yes,
sir. If you all want to, grab that out the chat, please do it. So you can be in contact. We want to give you all an opportunity to engage directly with DGS with any questions and answers. We at about 6 o'clock, so we want to try to wrap before it gets too late, but we want to give you this time. As they said, they were committed to engage you all this evening. If you all want to raise your hands, we can go ahead and start getting you all engaged. But right now, you've introduced yourself, and you do have Mr. Lewis's contact. So if you do want to follow up online, that is cool. But if you have questions right now, please raise your hands right now.
Tenati.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I just want to say, I've been working with George for a while, and I call him from time to time. George is very responsive. he will pick the phone up. He will get back to you. And George, I just want to say, man, thanks for all your help that you've given me in answering the phones and making opportunities as well. So I think you do a great job over there, man. And I'm pretty sure when these CBs start reaching out to you, they'll see how responsive you are. So it's been nice working with you, man, and look forward to working with you in the future. And CBEs, don't hesitate, because George will get back to you.
This is a fact. This is Ms. Jones from Alpha Security. That is definitely true. He will.
Sounds good to me. Thanks for sharing, y'all. Anybody else? Any points of engagement for DGS, y'all? We at 5:59. 6 is usually the time, so we're not going to hold you too long if you don't have any points of engagement.
Hi, this is Kizzy.
Yep.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I have a question for DGS representatives. Are there any open solicitations for janitorial services?
There's none on our website, but I think you should probably send me an email. We'll try to direct you to the contract officer that can give you more information. But make sure you take a look at our website as well, because all that we publish is on our website.
Okay, thank you very much.
Absolutely, Ms. Kizzy. Thank you.
Hey, George, just out of curiosity, have we released the next month ahead forecast? Hey, you're on,
Sorry about that, Director. I think it's we may still need to put that up, but I know a good point. We do have a monthly list of upcoming solicitations on our website, so I would encourage everyone to take a look at that as well. Just see the forecast for what's for the next month. So December, I think, may not be up as yet, Director. I think we're trying to get it up this week, but November should still be there.
And what I'm just going to paste a link to one of the previous ones for November, just so you can get a sense. I have had an opportunity to engage a number of new CVEs or aspiring CVEs or small businesses, just to kind of show the volume and the types of solicitations we have. So I'll include that link just so you can see what the landscape looks like. I'll do that now.
George, one quick question. When is your fiscal year starting in? And then do y'all have anything posted based on what your goals are for CBEs? The dollars you're trying to spend with CBEs?
Freddie, we try to spend as much as we can with CVs. So, but I think the goal is, I think, 360 something million this year, but it starts October 1st, go through September 30th. That's for operating, but for capital, it's the entire year. So, but our goal for this year is to spend about maybe 368 million, I believe, with CVs.
And in fact, December is posted, so I just dropped a link.
Oh, perfect. My team is doing much better than I didn't look at it all week.
Yeah, to the December forecast. If you look at it, it's like it's 5 pages, probably 100 different solicitations. Again, and that's right on what I shared. I think we're doing close to 1,500 solicitations a year. So 100 for the month is, right on par with what we normally do.
It's Kizzy. If you can take a look at that list, you'll see a few what we call property management services for different locations. So that's on the website as well. So you can take a look at that for janitorial.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Hey, George.
Alex, how are you? How you doing?
Good. How are you doing? Good seeing you, man.
Snow is coming up, so I know I need to reach out to you about snow. So we're working.
Yeah. You know what I'm thinking, so I'm not gonna say no. So
I figured that was what you're gonna ask me about. So snow.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll talk offline about snow. So
okay.
There
All
no
right.
snow. So we'll see.
Okay, we're here to talk.
We got a dusting this morning.
Slight.
So,
Okay, we are here to assist and help.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you for working with the city, by the way. You've been a long-time partner. We really appreciate your work with us.
Thank you. You've been a great partner as well. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, y'all. We got I don't see any more hands up, but everybody's chiming in. It's cool, it's flowing. Anybody else wanted to engage DGS? Now would be the time. Mr. Councilmember, you still on with us? Anybody else want to engage DGS? I'm assuming that you all have the information that you need. You do have the link in the chat, so make sure you grab everything out of the chat that you need. You have emails, and you got the link to the upcoming procurements. And that's a good look right there. So if there's no more points of engagements, I just wanted to thank you, DGS, for showing up. This may be the first this is the first presentation from you all, and maybe we've had DMPAD on in the past, but this is really one of the first good and most meaningful presentations we've had from city agencies so far. So thanks for being here with us today. And you see what we got going on. So if there's any more collaboration that we need to do to serve the ward better, of course you'll be in contact with Mr. White's office or CARE, and we happy to continue serving folks together. But at this time, if you have any closing remarks, we'll go ahead and wrap this meeting.
Thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
All right. Thanks for yours as well, y'all. Appreciate all y'all businesses showing up and showing out today, y'all. Much appreciated. Stay tuned. Everyone have a wonderful week.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
Thanks. Have a great evening. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good one.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Trey.
Councilmember.
And DGS on that, George.
Councilmember White. Thanks, Councilmember White.
All that.
Trey White's just particularly people around me that call him by his former title.